Hey guys, I'm BMOC. You're now tuning to BMOC.TV. So today is a very special episode. It is the top comments of May. Just to show my appreciation of you guys, just supporting the channel and adding comments, I'm gonna go through every video I've posted and pick out the top 3 or 4 with my trusty iPad. It's typically trusty when the battery doesn't die, but got 20%. But I'm gonna read through these, shout them out, and share my thoughts. But before I do all that, I first want to shout out our official Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/BMOCTV. It just launched last week and it's already popping with discussions. And I want to shout out everybody who's posted in the group so far. Run down the list. I'm just going to actually go in the group. You see who's commenting. So shout out to both of my admins. Leanne, aka Boss Queen Lily. She created this name. You have to ask her what that means. But she's a dope photographer. Check her out at lharleyphotography.com. Rob from Sound Savvy, dope music critic, one of the best. Lori, aka the hip hop homegirl, Tatiana Janie. She hosts a podcast called The House of Music. It's on the XD Experience Network. Very dope. She co-hosts it with Laurie Hudson, so check them out. The homie Blast for Slim Ross Apparel at a Ryan Blast Idea. Chris from D Badazz Chatlin. He has a weekly show on mixcloud.com/STCDNW. The homie Danielle F Up the World. Follow her at Danielle FUTW. Marcus, super duper homie Donita, Shanti, Erica, Doe, Courtney 757, Chad, Mr. Controversial, Tyra 757, the homie Poby from Just Steve Allen has some dope webisodes. Check him out. The homie Travis, the homie Terrence, the homie Ibn, the queen of cool Danielle Norris, the homie Lydia who actually put me on to HBCU grad. So I know y'all see it. I know you see it. The homie Sarita, the homie Deshaunus West Coast, the homie Nakia, the homie Weston Danville, Aaron Bird, the homie Nikki, Thera, Rashad, Christine, Cara, BK homie, Alex, J. Lloyd, Andrew, and shout out to everyone. If I didn't say your name, don't beat me up, please. Shout out to you guys, even if you haven't posted. I appreciate you just joining the group. So hopefully you will post and you can debate and have conversations. But again, you guys are all dope. Thanks for adding to the group. I appreciate it. So for all of you guys who want to join the group, you can actually go to the address, or you can go to the Facebook tab on the channel. It'll send you right there, and we look forward to having you join our community. Alright, so starting off the comments, we're going to go with Raekwon Fly International Luxurious Art. So the first comment goes to DJ Doggy Fresh Stacks with the Z, 420 BLZITFGT. You have a creative username, by the way. He wrote, I like the song by song rundown format of your reviews. Thank you. I thought this album was alright, but I would have liked it better if it wasn't Raekwon. I love the chef, but I expected too much walking into Fila. I felt that it was a tad disappointing because of my expectations. I think it's a solid rap record, but I wish there was a little more variety to its sound. Thank you for that. I enjoyed the album, but it got a lot of pushback. A lot of people felt the same way you felt as far as it not being as diverse. I kind of lean to giving Raekwon so much props because he's a legend. He's been in the game for a very long time. And I mean, even if this album isn't one of his best, he's competing with guys out that's right now. So I liked it, but again, you weren't alone. The next comment comes from Outstanding Cruz. He wrote, excellent review of this great new Ray album. I've been hearing that the features kind of put a cloud on this new offering from Ray. I do not think so, and furthermore, I agree with what you said about aspects of the old school nods that really worked well as far as the features on the album and him being a legend and still being able to keep his work current at the same time. Great point from you in the review. One thing you can always count on from Ray is 100% realness. Yes. With his delivery and flow, and he just has always been in tune with what he wants to accomplish on a track. Spot on review. You pretty much summed up my review. Again, Raekwon, I feel you can't just put him on the same level as a new artist that's coming out. I mean, he's been in the game since like 93, 94. That's a very long time. That's 3 decades of material. So even if the album is B-, you gotta give him props for putting it out. Next up is the review from Ciara. Brandy Rapper Sad wrote, hopefully I'm saying the last name right. This album is holistically an amazing album, and people need to stop sleeping on her. Such a growth, but I must admit, all her albums have been amazing. People are saying Goodies is her best album. My Goodies, not My Goodies. No, if you ask me, Evolution and this album is her top album. She just needs to promote, and good thing she has people like you to bring the realness. Thank you so much. I always try to bring the realness as much as possible. You know, I keep an open mind when it comes to music, so I'm really try to listen to things objectively. In terms of it being her best album, I want to give it some time. I really vibe with it more than the last one. My favorite album from her is Fantasy Ride so far, so definitely with some time, I think it could make it to that top section, but we'll see. Funky Fresh Diva wrote, I love that. Funky Fresh best to impress, ready to party. She wrote, you did a very good review of Ciara's album, Jackie. Thank you. I have been a fan of Ciara since day one, and I really like this new album of hers. I got the deluxe edition the day it became available on Amazon. Shout out to you, Amazon users, Amazon Prime. What's up? This has Ciara written all over it. I love that Ciara always stays true to herself and puts out music that she enjoys instead of trying to keep up with the masses. My absolute favorite song on the album is Kiss and Tell. It is such a fun, lighthearted, and sexual song that just makes you want to dance. This Ciara fan is very happy with the finished product. Good review. Thank you again for that. Kiss and Tell, when I heard it, I was like, this is going to be for the females. I don't want to be, you know, bumping Kiss and Tell. But, you know, I'm glad you connected with it. Again, dope project. Salute to Ciara. Next up is my album review for Snoop Dogg's Bush. So DAV1LL3, that's dope, 1LL3, wrote, this was a great album. I can tell everyone had fun bringing back the 70s funk to 2015. Now can we get a Bush 2 with 10 tracks like Drop It Like It's Hot, Drop It Like It's Hot? I definitely agree. I think, you know, Drop It Like It's Hot to me was one of my favorite collaborations between Snoop and Pharrell. So if they did another one similar to that, like sonically with the minimalistic beats and then that dun 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 dun, then it would be dope. And I know they have it in them, so maybe the next project we'll hear it. The next comment came from Tell 'em Lauren. Tell 'em Lauren, tell 'em. LOL, nice Gwen Stefani reenactment. Thank you. I practiced all day on it. I love baby. I love you too. I'm gonna have a new one for the next one, so look out. I thoroughly enjoyed this album, but I do agree with you on the Pharrell featuring Snoop, but it did not bother me. I really dig I Knew That, I Knew That, I Knew That, and I'm Your Dog. They are both established artists, as you just said. It's about time they make artistic digressions, if that makes sense. I get you, I get you. Snoop singing didn't bother me at all. He's been on a hip-hop, feel-good music scene since his Wiz Khalifa Snoop Lion era, LOL, and this album is an actual betterment of that and a tribute to funk music. Thank you for that. You know, really great points. I mean, I did mention that the album sounded like Pharrell featuring Snoop, but again, maybe that's what they decided on early on. It definitely worked for the project. You definitely feel that Pharrell took the lead and Snoop just kind of you know, went with that, and they make a great duo. So it made great music, and that's all we want is great music. So good job for them. Excel Prevails Gaming Channel wrote, this album is silky smooth, the production is top notch, and I love the fact Snoop's not cussing so much. Going to be picking this up without a doubt. Dope. Again, you gotta give Snoop props for again making age-appropriate music. He doesn't have a lot of cursing in it. You can play this at the cookouts. Got a lot of cookouts coming up this summer. You know, a house party. Everybody can enjoy it. So, you know, I gotta give Snoop Dogg props for that. Then we get into Jamie Foxx's Hollywood, A Story of a Dozen Roses. David McCall wrote, definitely dope album. His best effort, changed me thus far. Faves are You Changed Me, Another Dose, Hollywood, Vegas, Socialite, Jumping Out the Window, Text Message, Ain't Fault, great review, PS, Bush is a masterpiece. So basically you love the whole entire Jamie Foxx album, which is cool. Again, I ran into some people who hated it, people who loved the whole thing. Jamie's still a very talented dude. JS Explosion wrote, I enjoyed watching your review, also like your intro. Did you create it? Yes, I did create it. All of the graphics that you guys see, all the editing, all the music that you hear, the text, every single thing I'm creating. So, you know, kudos to you for noticing the work, and thank you. Then we get into my 5011 iPad mashup featuring Beyonce, Queen Latifah, and Missy Elliott. Thank you guys so much for showing that love. It was the most popular video this month. Ingal Yannick wrote, hopefully I'm saying your name right, crazy mashup. Thank you, thank you. Some who didn't know the individual tracks you sampled may think it's an actual featuring. It's so well synchronized, and I really love the snare and hi-hat effects, plus the piano effects. Someone must have a great auditory sense to come up with such work, and you've got that. Kudos. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. The editing took a while to sync everything together, especially when I'm passing the iPad, which actually is one iPad, to myself in the video, and then having the acapella and matching that with a beat that I made, and then chopping up all 3 videos and making the videos make sense with the lyrics. It's a lot of work, but I loved it. I had fun. I'm glad you guys obviously enjoyed it, and more to come. Dave Knight, Knight of a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio too, so Scorpio Nation. Super dope. I don't really understand how the video was done because I don't have an iPad, but whatever you did, it is amazing. I honestly really love and enjoyed the video. The mashup mix is just pure perfection, very smooth, but still rough around the edges, just enough. Thanks, Dave. Again, I really appreciate it. I have some instrument apps on the iPad that has like the GarageBand app that has the strings, guitars, the bass, the drums. Also have a DJ app that's a sampler where I could put the effects and some of the other kicks and snares and all those different instruments. So I was able to combine all of those elements to create the remix. So thank you. So Kiminaki wrote, wrote, man, the extra A's, that was hot fire, great mix. Queen Latifah killed this track. I'm looking forward to more of these. Queen Latifah she did kill that track. Like, people we forget, Queen Latifah can spit. She got bars. And yes, I will be doing more of these. I have a special web series coming out later this year that will have this video and extra stuff coming. So be on the lookout for that. Mitzi Crisp, who wrote, man, you keep coming up with great video after great video. Really digging that you're branching out into more than music reviews. This dynamic may just make you stick out among the crowd. Keep up the awesome content. Thank you, Mitzi. That is my goal, is to stand out. You know, there's a million people who are reviewing music and millions of people who are putting out music videos. So I'm just trying to switch it up. So I appreciate it. Next up, we get into Boosie Badazz's Touchdown to Cause Hell. So Antonio Dolce wrote, great review, man, and you're right about him making more collaborations with Chris Brown. He is very versatile with who he can make music with, and I felt a lot of people could have come harder on the album, like J. Cole and Webby. I don't know what's wrong with Webby, but he's going through something. It's like he's using auto-tune or something. And Young Thug, shake my head, I just don't like him. I think Boosie put him on there because he's hot, but great album. Yeah, the Young Thug collabo really didn't draw me in, you know, not dissing Young Thug, but you know, in terms of the whole full album, I could have done without that song, but I don't think Webby did that bad. I may have to listen to it a few more times. I'm not the biggest Webby fan, so I can't compare his previous great work to this, but you know, it matched, it made sense. They're a duo. And J. Cole, yeah, I definitely would have loved to hear a full rap verse from J. Cole, but he did his thing. Kush Boy wrote, I've been rocking with Boosie for a long minute. Dude keeps it real, but honestly, I like Life After Death Row better than this. The mainstream collaborations just cut me deeply. Young Thug, come on. Just my opinion though. Nah, man, I think, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion on it. Again, wasn't the big fan of the Young Thug feature, but you know, it's kind of hard sometimes when you follow an artist and they become bigger and start reaching out to the mainstream artists. It may throw off the dynamic that you really fell in love with when you first heard them. But you know, I don't have anything again to compare it to because I wasn't, again, the biggest Boosie fan before. But I definitely want to check back his catalog, and I'm gonna put Life After Death Row on that list of checking his previous albums. And finally, we get to the last review of the month, which is the most recent, A$AP Rocky's At Long Last A$AP Allah. Cerberus wrote, this one is his best project, hands down. Outstanding production. Danger Mouse kicked off the project with the major production of Holy Ghost. Yes, he did. Everything was on point. String guitars, everything. Juicebox joints, another outstanding production. Kanye brought that late registration. If only his verse was better. Wavy Bone, Holy triple rainbow. That beat, the switch up, UGK, Juicy J. Shall I continue? Please continue. Also Every Day, beautifully sampled hook from Rod Stewart and Nice Miguel contribution. And that Back Home, hands down, freaking best verse on the entire album, thanks to no other than Mos Def. I love this album overall. Yeah, man, I felt, again, the same way you felt. It was a dope project from beginning to end. Definitely one of the contenders for one of the best, you know, top 5 hip-hop albums that came out so far. Definitely a contender. So the next comment, I don't know, this is T's, I'm gonna just spell it out, okay? TASMILJKOVIC. She wrote, Fine Wine, Every Day, and Canal are my favorite tracks. Very good review. Actually, those 3 were on my top as well. So, dope picks. And finally, the last top comment of May goes to GK Napin, who wrote, I really like this album. Great review like always. Thank you very much. Every Day and Electric Body are my favorites. Keep it up, man. Thank you. I'm trying to keep on keeping on. MC Light, keep on, keeping on. Thank you. Oh, and Every Day is dope. Electric Body, the snares on it, just the drums, I love it. One of my top favorites of the project. So thank you guys again. You know, I appreciate all the love with you watching, liking, commenting, sharing. Just thanks for being a part of this. Again, I started this in March. You already picked up a lot of steam in a short amount of time. So please, keep showing love. I'm gonna keep making videos. You know, write in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Shout out to all you guys who had top comments. If you want to make my top June comments, all you have to do is just write dope comments. You know, write them in the comment section. You know, I post videos every week, so tune in. Please don't forget to subscribe at youtube.com/BMOCTV or check out BMOCTV. I'm BMOC. Peace.